Welcome, stamping friends. Stamping Creations with Marilyn. Coming to you on this Thursday, December 29th. Hard to believe that we're at the end of 2022. So good to see you. Welcome, Betty. I saw your comment there that you did make it. Good to see you. And hopefully everything is good in your part of the world. I'm going to go over things as always, but as we're waiting for people to come on, please share what you're planning on doing for New Year's. Do you have traditional things that you do each New Year's, or are you trying something new this year? We have had, I couldn't even guess, probably the last 10 years at least have been pretty low key New Year's in our house. Um, Most of the time in Spruce Grove here, we do hear fireworks about 10 o'clock and think, oh, yeah, great, it's New Year's Eve. But otherwise, it's a matter of watching whatever's on TV and sometimes the New Year's from eastern part of Canada. Of course, we get to see before we do go to bed at that time. So welcome, welcome. Good to see you. I will do my usual here before. Do know I go through a few things prior to starting and turning to my desktop. Just a reminder that I am using StreamYard, and in order for your name to appear and to be in the giveaway tool provided by StreamYard, you do have to give permission on Facebook for me to, no, for StreamYard to include your name. And I see somebody at 7:01 said hello, and it says Facebook user. So you can still go back to the Facebook post where at the top of it it says give StreamYard permission. If you do that now, your name will end up in the draw. I've seen that happen before. I see hellos from Bonnie, from Gail, from Tracy, from Betty. Good to see all of you. I would like to, and Karen, welcome all of you and ask that you do comment so your name does go in the draw, and I will try to remember to do it before I close off tonight, not like last time. And also, if you'd like to share this event with your friends and have more people come, it's the more the better, the more fun we have. So please do that. Okay, you can see at the bottom of my screen it says last chance items. There are still quite a few there. I did just check the website and it doesn't say everything's sold out. So if you're looking for some things at a good price, some of them, um, I'll just flip over to show you that again, that some of them are up to 60% off. So you may have something on your wish list that you have forgot about thinking about and you want to go look at it. So give that a whirl. And then I'll just go down through the rest of these. I have a paper and or ribbon share. You can register for one or both. And that is registration is going to end on January 2nd. And then I do have to um, order the paper and the ribbon and get it all cut up and whatever. So that's why the time limit is on there. So a newsletter, it is on Facebook, or let me know if you don't know where to find the registration for that. I'll certainly share it with you. We have a game for 2023. We are going to do our 12 months of Christmas cards the second Thursday of each month. And anybody in Canada is welcome to join that because I do send out kits. You do your own stamping because Stampin' Up rules I cannot stamp for you, but I will do the cutting, the die cutting, the punching, cutting a paper, and I will do a Zoom call recorded to show you how I make the cards. Kind of the same idea for the monthly card class, which is third Wednesday of each month. And same thing again, we'll make cards. I'll send out kits anywhere in Canada. So let me know if you're interested in any of those. Our Zoom with Friends class on Friday, we've kind of coined the term we are Zoomers on that class. We have a lot of fun with it. We have a few new people that have asked about joining, so looking forward to sharing with them next week. We are not doing it tomorrow, but we certainly will be next Friday and look forward to from then on. So thank you for being here with me. I'm just going to double check check if there's any questions. I can see Linda, Tracy, Gail, Catherine. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you all. Carmen, my niece from Chicago. We chill at home and usually have either charcuterie board or cheese fondue. I'm coming to your house, Carmen. I'd love to do that with you. Can't make it this year, but maybe some year. So great to see all of you. Thank you for joining me. And I'm going to switch over to the desktop, please. Continue putting comments in, so your name will be in the draw. And again, just a reminder that if you're on Facebook and you have not given permission to share your name, it won't show up in the draw tool. It will show up when I do the manually. I look at all the names for next week, before next Thursday, and I do a draw there for the card that I make tonight. But for the draw that I will do at the end of tonight's event, where the system does a draw for 5 different cards, your name will not show up if you haven't given that. Could be me, Tracy. No, your name is showing up, Tracy. So you're good. Anyway, all is good. So a number of you on here are Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. If you have a question nearby that needs an answer right away, please hop in and do so. And otherwise, I'm going to get started and show you what I've got made for you tonight. So most of you, I think, have probably got the new Celebration and Mini catalog. They are wonderful. I have been, the last day or so, I've been working on some swap cards because I joined a couple of swaps, and I can't show you the inside of the catalog, but I'm really liking these sets and the paper. So if you do not have a demonstrator and you don't have catalogs yet, let me know because I can send them out to you anywhere in Canada. This catalog will be retiring on January 4th. This is the one that there are a lot of sales items in that last chance list. So again, if there's anything in there that you've been kind of holding off and wanted to get, now would be a good time. This catalog also I can get out to you if any of you on here do not have one and would like one. And it is good until the end of April. So there's lots of great things in here. One of which is what I'm using tonight, the Thanks and Hello in Boston. Look at that. I was even smart enough to put the page number on there. It is a double one right here. Thanks and Hello. So for $11, you end up with 2 embossing plates. And as you can see here, if I hold up maybe, it says mini. It will go in the mini machine. Just a note on that mini, if you're considering joining our team, the special for Celebration, which starts on January 5th as well, is a new blue mini cut and emboss machine. So, excuse me, it will be the same size as this one. As you can see, it's just a tiny one. So it fits almost anywhere. And it will, you can emboss and do things with smaller plates like this, anything that's, of course, that width. So the blue one is the same. I actually saw someone with it today, and it looks the same. Demonstrators right now can purchase it, but when once the promotion starts, the Celebration promotion, that will be the only way that you can get it is by actually getting the kit. So keep that in mind. So to start with, I'll show you the card. That's a good starting point. I think at this time of year, because we've already received our gifts for Christmas and whatever, and it's a good time to think about thank you cards. So I decided to do this one, which is using gold foil and the embossing folder and some designer paper. So not a huge design, but I really like how it ended up. And I'll try and hold it so you can see quite a bit of glare, but it embosses the words right in there. So on here, And of course, there's different languages, and I am not by any means going to try. I do know merci. Merci beaucoup is French. Danke would be German. Gracie is probably Spanish. And there's lots of others that I don't know. But I really like these embossing folders. So I'm going to take that and do it. And because the piece of paper that I am using, the foil, is 5 1/4 by 2 1/4, it doesn't fill the whole thing. So I have a choice of what words I want to have on it. And I do not want big ones like that to be cut in half. So I'm going to line it up with this line along here like that and hold it. And then I need my plates, which are plate number 1, and plate number 2. No, that's die cutting. Oh, let me try this one. Insert embossing, standard embossing folders. Plate number 3, 1 and 3. You know what? I use them so automatically on my other machine. I don't often use them in here that I have to look at those. And also in this machine, we've been told that it's better if you don't have these all lined up. And it is a little tough to begin with like that, but just watch. There you are. Isn't that gorgeous? Love how the embossing and of course the die cutting, the heat embossing, I love all those pieces that Stampin' Up has for these things. So, and then if you need to, if you're limited in space, you can just hold this up again and away it goes. So that is going to be our top layer. And hello, Tammy. I see you on there. Good to see you. Like I say, please let us know. Just interested in what you're doing for New Year's. We here don't do a lot. If we did, it would probably be with our kids, and it would be playing games, card games, that kind of thing. At our age and our health issues right now, it's not a great thing for us to be planning on going out anymore. So card base is your regular 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. I have scored it. And I just want to point out when you do that, I scored it on this side. Therefore, it was indented and stretched, so I would fold it this way. Okay. So my next piece, I don't want to just put this on because I want to put my ribbon on. And I have different designer paper from that same package, which is, this is what I have left of my foil. Isn't that pretty sad? That is the brushed metallic. And I can't remember, I think that might even be sold out on the discount right now. So it's good I've used it, right? And this is the tray sheet paper out of the annual catalog. So lots of different designs with some memory. And what I like to do when I know that I want a piece that's going to be, it's 5 1/4. So I've got my 1/4 inch difference. And therefore I want this, when it's together, I want it to be 4. I like to put it down. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. On my grid paper, it's 3 1/4, but I know that I'm going to have to put my embossed foil so that it only comes up to 4. So while I do that, I can put, I'm keeping my fingers there, pretty talented, hey, that I can do that. And I'm going to put my liquid glue along here so it's not too close to that edge. And with it held down there, I'm going to line up this at the 4 and use the grid line to make sure it's straight. And let it set for a bit and hope it doesn't squirt out the bottom. Catherine, I see your comment. I'm going to just show that so others can read it. Catherine says, my husband and his brothers are in a classic rock blues band and are playing on New Year's Eve. So I get to go to that with my two sister-in-laws. We have a great time. And where would that be located, Catherine? In case anybody's interested, that is watching. Years ago, many years ago, I played in a band with my dad and two of my brothers. And it always was lots of fun until the people you didn't want to wanted to give you a kiss for Happy New Year's. It was like, maybe not. Anyway, I don't know if that still happens out and about nowadays or not. So there is my base, and I want to put my ribbon around it before I put it on there. So Catherine says, in Cranbrook at the Legion. So Cranbrook, BC. Have been there, not at New Year's time, but have been there. So sounds like a great time. Enjoy, Catherine. So I'm going to use this ribbon this time. I did use the green that matches there, and I need my ribbon scissors, which are here. And I tried to, when I did that one, I did try to tie the bow on there without much success. So I brought in my bow tire, and that's how I was able to make that tiny bow. And I'm going to do that again. It's a great tool. We have, I know of at least one. Diana, if you're on here, Diana's husband has recently started making some of these, which is a great deal if you live locally. I think shipping otherwise costs quite a bit because they're quite thick. But they are definitely a great tool for us crafters who sometimes. So there is going to be on the this time, and just going to take a length. You probably could do with moving that on. I don't usually, and I store mine with the pin holding it because I also have quite a bunch of quilting tools and equipment, and so I have pins quite handy. So basically, to use this, you put them wherever, however big you want it, and I usually leave mine right about here with one space in between. Bring it quite taut, and just tie a knot. And make sure it's in the center, and especially with this ribbon because it's double-sided. Like there's not a right and a wrong side to it. And then when you take it off, you've got your bow. So you can work with it to have the tails come down, or sometimes you do use a glue dot with them. But for me, that's the easiest way to get a tiny bow. So I will put that on there. But first of all, I'm going to attach this with dimensionals. And I am using my minis because today when I was busy working on my swap cards, I discovered I don't have a lot of the regular sized dimensionals left. But I have lots of these minis, so they work. I just need a few more as I'm doing this. The other thing that, that we've been doing, I don't know about you, but you probably have heard me talk many times about having grandkids and our kids played hockey at. So we have been watching the juniors hockey. I see just now another Facebook user. Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Again, it says Facebook user. So if you want your name to draw, please give permission to StreamYard for that. Anyway, what I was going to let you know, the Canadian hockey team was winning by quite a bit tonight when I came downstairs. And one of the players on there is from Spruce Grove. His name is Reed Schaefer, and his mom went to school with our daughter. So we kind of feel we have a connection. It's kind of neat to watch when that is happening. He also has been drafted by the Oilers. Whether he'll get to play much there or not, I don't know. But it's like I say, it's kind of special to. As I'm doing this, you can see I'm trying to see if all the backs are taken off them. Recently, and maybe some of you have heard of this, I have read that if you take a pen and just draw a line through a pen that works all the way through your dimensionals like this, when you put them on, you'll be able to see that they haven't got the back taken off them. The one lady that I watched, actually, her daughter was with her and waiting for her to do something, and she was coloring them. She had the markers out and was coloring them, and that worked as well. So I'm just going to mount that with my border, and I like to burnish from this side, just in case I have ink on my fingers. Not that I ever have ink on my fingers, right? Then to attach this, I am going to my glue dots again and use them with just, well, I think I probably still end up putting it over here. I always say that I like to make two parts because I never make my mind on where I want to put some of the embellishments and whatever, but I'm thinking that I'm going to do this with it, and I'm going to put the tails. I'm going to put one more. So did you have a good Christmas, everyone? Did you manage to stay healthy and get to enjoy all those good kind of foods that we only have at Christmas time? We are still have quite a bit of baking at our place, but we also have older grandsons coming over on the weekend to help Grandpa with his Lego that he got for Christmas. So I'm sure that some of the goodies will be gone. So there is the front of my card. Now for the inside, I decided that I wanted this verse out of the Pansy Patch. This is out of the annual catalog. The little things you do make such a big difference. And I don't need the thank you on the front because we've already got it. And I was going to use, this is Petal Pink cardstock, and I thought I'd use that. And then I thought, you know what, that's pretty light colored. It probably won't show up. So I'm going to use black, if I can get black on the card. Looks like I need to re-ink my stamp pads. I like to put my stamp on the block angle-wise, especially photopolymer, so that I can look at the words, not the stamp, not the block, when I go to put it on. That's pretty straight, I think. Had a great Christmas. Oh, Betty says she uses a thin. Let's put that on for people to see. If I can. Use a thin permanent marker to draw a line on the dimensionals. It works great. Yes, permanent marker would work really well, Betty. Thank you for that. What color cardstock? Gail. Oh, I think I just said this is Petal Pink, and this one is soft succulent. That one that's going to retire pretty soon. So once I've got my greeting, I always stamp it on here first because if I put it in here and then try to stamp it, um, I've been known to put it crooked, rock it, which is not a good thing. And I'm going to have to do the Bonnie tapping my ink. I'm tapping my glue bottle here pretty soon, Bonnie. So I'm going to, and not only, I mentioned earlier that I discovered I was low on regular dimensionals. I'm also low on um, Stampin' Seal. I have Stampin' Seal Plus, but not Stampin' Seal. So I will be putting an order in before the end of the month. So there are the cards. This is the one that someone will win next week when I do the draw. And creepy Carmen, watching your little boys. I hope you took some pictures that you'll share with me eventually. That is what's most fun, isn't it? Is to watch the little people. Okay, next I have. So let me know if you like green or if you like pink. Also, I've been working on not New Year's resolutions, but planning for the new year. And I have some ideas for classes, but I'd like to know if there's anything particular that you would like. Not that I can manage to do everything, but I would certainly like to accommodate you if at all possible. So let me know. I'm going to show you a few of the Christmas cards I received. Not all of them because there's quite a stack of them here, but um, so don't take it personal if yours isn't in here. And then I will do that draw for whoever commented tonight. So I usually keep my Stampin' Up, what I call Stampin' Up cards, handmade cards, separate. So I do have quite a basket of them there, and I really appreciate them all. I also want to let you know I received an email today from a gal who joined one of my card classes in November, I think it was. And I knew she was having knee surgery, so I sent her a thinking of you card. She sent me an email today thanking me for the Christmas card and the thinking of you card. She said it came on a day when she was especially feeling down and it really perked her up. So from now on, she was going to send cards, not thinking that, oh, nobody pay attention to this. She knew that it was going to help um, that person whenever they received it. So I thought, what a treat! What a treat to know that your cards are appreciated like that and make a difference. So these are some of the Christmas cards. This one is done just with vellum and very pretty. Thank you, Diana. Just a really different way to use your vellum. One from Nancy with the poinsettias and different green stamped back there. This one from Lori with that set that was in the celebration in the summer, which I don't have. So another great choice. I don't have this either from Linda. Thank you so much. And this foil is gorgeous that she used for the brown. I have a wreath from Betty. Thank you so much. I don't have that one either. So great to see all of these, especially when I don't have them. It's nice to see them actually active. This one from Tracy. I guess it goes this way, looking at the writing. Tracy, thank you so much. Again, some designer paper, the poinsettia from Carmen, designer paper, and it just shows that you don't have to do lots of fancy or have dies even. You can do squares, ribbon, and stamp. Isn't that beautiful? This one from Marie, great die cuts for the ornaments. This one she's used the fern embossing folder and then put ink over it, which is a technique that I haven't done for a while. And last but not least, this one is from my friend Sharon, who is an Avon lady. And these are Avon lip balms, which I always need in this country and this weather. And she told me the other day that she said somebody she had given one to said, I don't want to wreck the card, so I don't want to take it off. But she said, actually, if you look, it's not attached here at the bottom. You should be able to pry it up, the lip balm out, use it, and then put it back. So what a great way to do that. So, okay, the card from last week. I have this one. It was a gift card holder that I had done. Put the gift card here, or you could put whatever. And the draw for that was one where I take everybody's name. I did it actually this morning. Everybody commented on YouTube and Facebook from my last Facebook Live until now. And the winner to that for that was Faye. So Faye, I know that you're not here tonight, but hopefully you'll watch the replay along there, and I will send that on to you. And I'm going to now figure out, try to remember how to share screen, and I will share the giveaway tool so that we can see the names of it was over here, giveaway StreamYard. And we have 11 people that entered. So those of you again who joined through Facebook, leave comments. It always says Facebook user, which means that it will not, your name will not be in the draw. Hopefully we can figure that out for next week. If you need help with that, please be sure and let me know. So I'm going to do my draws for 5 people. And good to see you in there, Roz. Winner is Karen. Sorry, no sound effects, so I have to sing. Tracy, I think I have your address too. Little YouTube symbol indicates that. So StreamYard is an amazing program that very easy to book. I don't have to ask you to join Facebook if you don't want to. I know there's some that would rather not, and I certainly understand why. So, Carmen, and hopefully I can help you get, those of you who weren't in the draw, help you get your things sorted out so that you can be on there. So one more, number 5. Winner is again. Do is, here we are again. To allow us, when the winner is picked by the giveaway tool, to take the names so that there's not duplicate winners. But until then, I send 2 cards. If your name's drawn 2 or 3 times, you get terrific cards. So hopefully that's okay with everyone. And like I say, please comment, please share, get your friends to come and join us. It's a great time. Keep in touch, and let me know if there's anything that you would like me to do for classes or for even for demonstrations here. I'm always looking for great ideas there. So again, thank you for joining me, and hopefully we will see you next week. And we'll be dealing with new catalog things. New catalog starts on the 5th. So take care. Bye now.